Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gemcraft Frostborn Wrath. A4 today, certainly the most challenging field that I have played so far. I actually did a recording before this and it crashed a couple of times and I got frustrated, walked away, and then I'm coming back to it, fresh-faced, and I have a strategy in place on how to deal with all this mess that's in field A4. Starting out, I did a bunch of Shadow Core farming. You can't really tell now, but it's because I filled up a lot of these things, and I have just these 3 corners to unlock yet. Everything else is filled up. I've gotten, except for that, I have basically everything in here with the correct runes, symbols, whatever you want to call them. Here's what I'm getting. Some of all my talisman fragments. It's a ton. It really is a lot. And I'm happy with it. So I'm going to leave it there. Going into our skills. This is the loadout that I found worked best for me. I'm kind of doing half mana leeching, half working with towers, and you'll see how it's going to play out here in just a second, but let's get into A4. I do apologize, I'm recording this on a Saturday night. I do apologize for not having a stream today. This week's just been really busy, and I just needed a day to kind of take off from things. We're going to get megalithic walls because, well, they look nice, if nothing else. My strategy is to have everything come up and around this loop so we can have a bunch of traps and amplifiers for probably a shorter, not as significant mana leeching area. And I think I'm going to focus mana leeching a little bit more this time around. I'm going to go ahead and wall some of these things off. I don't need to wall everything off, but definitely like that. I'll wall off. That I will wall off. So again, all the monsters are going to be coming around this loop. You can see they're coming in from this side, that, and then down here as well. And then we have this monstrosity, a Gatekeeper. The Forgotten's Spirit Forge Guard. A super high armor level. And we'll deal with that in just a minute. You'll see how we're going to approach that. I'm going to start out by playing this like any regular, mana leeching run. Except we're starting with grade 3s and all these traps. I'll go ahead and actually put another trap and another amplifier here. We'll just do all those grade 3s. These will fly by, you will notice very quickly. Also, to note, we have 2 possession obelisks, and the reason we can't build down here is because all of these static beacons are insane. This boss fight is definitely unlike anything that I have seen. So we have something coming down through here, just a reaver, but it's going to be enough to annoy us. Let's go ahead and put something down here. This is what I've been doing in the past. I had a grade 3 yellow and a grade 3 green. I'll go ahead and combine those. And then I took a grade 4 yellow and I put it in there. That seems to be a good combination. Then I've just upgraded it from there. I'm going to go ahead and put an amplifier next to it as well. And we'll get a grade 3 yellow. Actually, we have enough for another amplifier as well, and we'll get a grade 3 green. And yeah, let's throw an upgrade on that, because we can. And because these guys are destroying plenty. I'm going to go ahead and be ballsy enough to enrage, just to get some stuff through here. And I know that we can take care of it. Well, for the most part, we can take care of it. We'll go ahead and put another trap down there and another amplifier. We'll go ahead and get those loaded in. Also, might be nice to have a slowing trap right up front, just to be hit as many times as possible. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to white them out rather than put some ice spikes into them. Let's see if this helps me out just a little bit in taking care of some monsters, because we don't have anything to fire at, and we definitely don't have enough mana to upgrade this to where we want it. That's the only reason I'm putting an enrage in here. I did not do this when I had last recorded. Keep that in mind. I did not do that the last time I recorded. See if I can grab all 3 of those in there. Luckily, the swarmlings that these things spit out, they fire swarmling-filled projectiles, mind you. The ones that they spit out are definitely not as strong as ones we have seen in the past. Also, it's pretty pointless on firing on these. And it should be pretty obvious why. Okay, cannot build? Why can't you build? Just because I placed it wrong, that's why. And you'll see as I'm making some of these upgrades around here, they all have a purpose. You're just going to have to trust me on this one. I'm going to take off that enraging gem because it's not helping us anymore. Struggling a little bit. Let's get a pylon in. Just throw a pylon down. Something for you to fire at. Can you just fire at the pylon for right now? That would be nice. 12,000 damage right away. Maybe we can throw another tower down eventually that's just firing at the pylon. Soon, though, and oh no, we got some demons flying down south. Soon, we'll be able to target these down here. And you'll see exactly why we'll want to target those. Not only because they're spitting out those little swarmling-filled projectiles, but also because they're annoying. They're ugly to look at. And it's going to weaken this Gatekeeper. Very soon. We'll be seeing that very, very soon. Let's go ahead and finish upgrading all of these to grade 4s. And we'll make sure that we have some enhancements on them as well. Let's go ahead and speed through this. Alright, and slow it down, because we are approaching territory where it's going to be incredibly difficult. Let's take care of that Wraith first. 2 or 3 hits should be all it needs. Alright, 4 or 5 hits, I guess. Oh yeah, here we go. This is where the fun begins. I'll go ahead and do that first, and you'll see why. We're going to want to attack that Keeper's Fang. We definitely want to keep that occupied. The damage taken is limited to 90 damage plus any stored poison damage. So the more poison damage this has, the more raw damage we can do to it. Alright, take care of those little idiots that are coming by. So we're going to want to stay on that for a little bit. And as soon as it dies, in just a second here, we're going to want to turn our attention down to the Gatekeeper. It's vulnerable, takes 100 times damage for 39.4 seconds. That is something we cannot refuse. And because it has such a high armor level, and we don't have enough to really make a great armor-tearing gem right now, we're going to focus on using our enhancement spells to power through past the armor. So let's go ahead and put the other barrage on there and keep this going. Once we run out of that barrage, we're going to have to wait for stuff to recharge. Actually, we do have Bolt. So let's get some bolts in on this. You can see it's doing an insane amount of damage. Alright, once we hit mana pool level 9, let's go through and upgrade all of these to grade 5s. And then I'll go around and upgrade all of these to grade 5 in a second, in preparation for upgrading that center one as well. Let me go ahead and upgrade that orange, just to make sure we're keeping on top of things here. I'll call a wave early. I'm not afraid. You can see it reduces that stuff that like rubble and guts. It's kind of gross. And I really have just been working off of those two. Whenever I had played at this level before everything crashed, I've been working off of those two. There it is. That's what we want. Alright, there you go. Focus that. Focus the Keeper's Fang. Very quickly we'll be doing an insane amount of damage to this because it is stacking up poison slowly, but it still has enough critical hits that it is doing a noticeable critical hit chance. Okay. Down to that. And you'll notice that the regular shots are also hitting this. It's not doing as nearly as much damage with the regular shots hitting it. But again, it's enough. Let's go ahead and keep hitting it with piercing shots in whatever capacity we need to. Now there's a lot going on screen. And it would be very nice if we do not crash again. I will be very upset. I can promise you that I will be very upset. So let's go in here. Let's make a grade 7 purple gem. I just want to see if it can reach. Okay, not quite. What is it going to take to get that to reach? You? Yes. This is going to start taking down the armor level. which is going to be very beneficial for whenever we swap this back in and just have it target that. I think that'd be a great idea. Let's actually put a tower up here and just have you set to whatever you want to hit. You're down there. You are attacking that, and we still have that other gem kind of as backup. We're going to swap the positions of the gems here in just a moment, once we have this armor level down all the way. I am going to set that on that, just to get some more shots off. Again, this is not to take down the this is not to take down the health. This is to take down the armor. That's the goal of this right now. And it's going to be gone in about 3, 2, 1. Swap the positions. This is ready for an upgrade, and this is going to be a great upgrade. Let's go ahead and maybe upgrade a couple of these as well. All right, not enough mana. While you guys get loaded up, you go ahead and start attacking that Keeper's Fang. Done. Let's get you on that. Oh yeah, that's just an insane amount of damage. That's like an unfathomably high amount of damage. I'll probably want to throw an upgrade down on one of these. Yeah, I just used up a barrage. I should not have used up a barrage. You live and you learn. I took it off of that. We need this to be focused on the Gatekeeper. I guess that's a special entity. Are you special entities? Are you just gonna... Yeah, you're gonna keep attacking that. Unless I tell you otherwise. Which is good. It's still vulnerable. Oh boy. We have one of these coming through. And we don't really have much to deal with it right now either. Alright, that took care of it pretty quick. Let's target one of these Keeper's Fangs again. Actually, we need to upgrade these. That's kind of urgent. There we go. Let's make sure we can take care of everything near our orb first. Keeper's Fang, please. You're doing great, sweetheart. Keep going. Please. Okay. Target that again. You know what to do. It should not be very long, and there are also 100 waves. If we can take care of this by wave 50, I'd say we're doing pretty well. Now, a lot of people are going to be playing this for the first time at a lower wizard level. I'm fully accepting that. But as it stands right now, taking this on at wizard level 208 or whatever I'm on is so helpful. It definitely makes this fight a lot easier. Let's go ahead and do one of the Keeper's Fangs. Man, eventually I could see this field being a piece of cake when you just shred one of these beacons and just put one of these right next to it. Turn it on beam, you're good to go. You're set for life. I have no idea what this is. That's it. Wait, that's... Oh my goodness. Enter the gate, kill the Gatekeeper. That's it, guys. Holy crap. And no crashes. Thank God. Praise the Lord. It's a good day. Let me read you this. Congratulations. You have finished Gemcraft Lost Chapter, Frostborn Wrath. Not long after the shield of the Spirit Forge was torn down and the Forgotten got inside, you have arrived as well, defeating the Forgotten's Gatekeeper. It has been ages since you fled the Spirit Forge and struck by a freezing death sentence, but you have risen from your icy tomb, earning every step on your path to vengeance and winning your battles against all odds and all crashes. Now you are here at the gates again, staring at what the once admired citadel of wizardry has become. The Forgotten is somewhere inside these walls, as well as a recently arrived fellow wizard who is also carrying the Gem of Eternity. Thank you for playing. We hope you enjoyed the experience. You can play on to reach dreadfully high wizard levels, which caps out at now 1 billion, mind you. Get all the achievements and fill your talisman with rarity 100 fragments. And when the time comes, continue your fierce fight in the next chapter of Gemcraft. Oh boy. And here we go. We have this last little bit of lore. Finally, I have reached the Spirit Forge. I don't know what lies beyond these walls. I expect nothing but the worst. For one, I know the Forgotten must be somewhere in there, surely working on taking over this place. Are there any wizards of the Council still alive? Are they hiding or already serving the Forgotten? I feel my magic won't work just that easily within these walls. Everything has change. I sense madness, dark powers gathering, and a sinister silence. And I sense a fellow wizard at the opposite end of the Spirit Forge, carrying the Gem of Eternity. Jeez. And only 377 Shadow Cores? Have 15 or more beacons standing at the end of the battle. Oh my gosh. That was an insane fight. And I know that I had played it a couple of times before to get the feeling, so you didn't see the initial kind of push on there, but that was hard. This was incredibly difficult, but I loved every single step of the way. Now, I'm not done with Gemcraft. I still have to go through, get all the codes, all the achievements, and I'm going to be going back and opening all the wizard stashes. The wizard stashes are going to be my #1 priority for videos. But, that being said, I will be starting a new video series probably this next week. Not sure how many people are going to enjoy it, but I would love to hear some suggestions down in the comments. I got a bunch of good suggestions a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was just a week ago now, that I had asked for, hey, what are some game recommendations for either good story games or good gameplay? I'm not too much into, CSGO style, not into Valorant, anything like that. I mean, I do love those games, but they're just, I don't think they're the best to play on a YouTube channel, especially my YouTube channel, where a lot of the games that I had played in the past are very story-driven and are very strategic. There's definitely a lot of thinking that you have to do ahead of those. I'm definitely not saying that Valorant and CSGO and those games are not strategic, but Fortnite to me has lost its charm with me a long time ago. So don't expect to see me playing games like that. I'd be cool with doing a Minecraft series if people are interested in that. I know that this was a real passion for a lot of you, and it drew a lot of you to my channel. And I really do appreciate everybody who has stuck around, has watched, has given really good feedback. Even if it was snarky at times, I do try to make sure I take all the feedback I can. That's the only way I can get better, other than pushing myself forward. Which again, I'm kind of lazy sometimes, so. Wow. My review of the game, I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. Not 10 out of 10 because there are certain things that I wish were implemented in the game, and they may be implemented in future updates. One of the things that I had said was just the different skill layouts, just having kind of different setups. Maybe up here, just saying layout 1, layout 2, layout 3, or skill sets, kind of. I also am not a huge fan of there really only being one play style for late game, and that is mana farming exclusively. Excuse me, I just burped. I wish there were maybe more things in place where you can change up your play style. I'm sure pylons are effective if you use them effectively. I'm not exactly sure how I can do that right now. There are just a lot of things that this game, the higher levels are very inaccessible to people like myself, who if I was not coached through a lot of aspects of this game would really struggle with. I definitely would struggle with this game if I didn't have all the help that I had playing through the series. I probably will not be doing all the trials. I did enough. The trial fields are hard, and yeah, they're cool, but it's just not my style. But I will be going back through a lot of endurance runs. I hope to get to at least Wizard level 1000 by the time I end my playthrough of this. But I'm very happy with the story. I thought the story was good. I thought there could have been a few more elements, and there may be some journey pages that I had missed, or the journey notes that I had missed. I think I went back through all of them that I might have missed. All of these look familiar. And then, of course, towards the end. The Guardians I thought were a cool addition. I'm kind of upset that we only saw them on 1, maybe 2 fields, and then when you up the ritual battle trait, you see them a lot on there. Other than that, though, I do wish we would have seen more of those. I think there could have been lore aspects that could have been improved, but overall, I'm very happy with this game. Like I said, 9.5 out of 10. Thank you all again so much for guiding me through this, for joining me on this adventure, and I'll be seeing you in the next episode. Like I said, it's not over, but we will be exploring some new avenues. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.